Hi, I'm Dr. Lara, and welcome to another week of Channeled Angel Messages. If you're new here, my name's Dr. Lara, and I channel angels. And what we are doing on this channel is people are sending in questions, and then I talk to the angels and I channel what they have to say. Although that is in another video that comes out at the end of the week. But this time, this video will be channeled angel messages for maybe you in particular or for the masses. And I also want to thank each and every one of you for being here and contributing to the channel, and your comments and your likes. Giving energy to the channel is certainly giving energy to me, and it's so much fun, and I really, really appreciate it. And I had to do a shout out for the people that had sessions with me the last couple of weeks. It was just such an honor to connect with you, and actually just, it was my honor. So thank you for doing that. So anyway, all right. So sit back, relax, and see if anything resonates for you today. Okay, so right away, I'm seeing a hand that's like this. So this means wait. It feels like there's somebody that is trying to make a decision, and they're showing me like running, like you're running to make a decision, or you're hurrying to make a decision because you're not liking the process that you're in right now. And they're telling me kind of like no man's land, like it feels like you're in a position where you can't go back to where you were, and you don't know where you're going, and you're kind of in this in between phase, and it doesn't feel good. Like they're showing me like it's kind of dark and it's kind of empty. It feels like a void, and it just it's uncomfortable, and it feels like you're trying to think of ways to get out of it, or think what the best possible way is. And they're just saying, wait, okay, be a little bit more patient, but pay attention to the messages that come to you. When it's time to make the decision, you will know without a doubt, okay? You could make the decision now, and you could go and get into some whatever the situation is, but it feels like if you rush into something, they're showing me like turbulent waters, like you're going to have to learn some more stuff that you've already learned. It's not really necessary. But if you're patient and you wait and you really tune into the heart space rather than try to think your way out of it, you will know what to do. And a good way to do this is if you're on a path, you can think on one side, if I make this decision, how does that feel in my body? What does it look like? And then if I make this decision, how does it feel in my body, and what does it look like? And that can help you understand what is the better path for you, because our mind can always talk us in and out of something, but our body, our intuition, how we feel, it never lies. So if you pay attention to that, you'll be able to make your decision a little bit easier. And they're showing me you're almost there. You're almost there. So and whoever I'm talking to, they're like, but they're just saying, be uncomfortable with the uncomfortable. You know, before 2020, life was pretty, like, we were copacetic. We were just kind of like in a la la land, and we were numb, and it worked. But now, after waking up and really being present with ourselves and moving up the vibrational scale of awareness, comes all of our emotions, and we have to learn how to navigate our life with our emotions now. Whereas before, we were able to push it away and we would be fine, but we can't anymore. So it's about learning how to make your decisions with your emotions, with how you feel, okay? And that's like the body sensation in your body, okay? Not like, well, I don't feel like doing this today. It's about how your body feels in a situation. That's your intuition, okay? All right, let's see what else they've got here. All right. So what they're showing me, it feels like each person is like in their own little pod, okay, their own little bubble, and it feels like there's a lot of people that are lonely and yeah, lonely. And it feels like a lot of people have lost relationships, lost friendships, significant others, family members, um, some through others passing on, but others through like a difference of opinion and not resonating with those people anymore. And it's happening globally. And it can feel very lonely because what you once knew with these people, there is a sense of belonging, and as human beings, we want to belong to something. We're social, we want to be with people, and it's hard to be with people when you don't feel like you belong, or you don't feel like you resonate with those people. And a lot of people are choosing to be by themselves rather than go out with people they don't resonate with, which is ultimately, they're telling me, is the ultimate step in self-care and self-love, is to be able to be by yourself instead of being with people that you don't really necessarily want to be with. I mean, that's really a great way of self-care. But what they're saying is that there's a lot of ties that had to be broken. There's a lot of like past life stuff going on with a lot of these relationships. And what's happening, they're showing me, is like we're breaking free. We're breaking free from the contracts that we have with these people. So, before we come down, we agree that we're going to come down with a soul group, which is our family, our friends, and we're going to work things out and learn and grow. And what happens though when we come to this planet, we forget. We forget all of that. And some people wake up and remember it, and some people don't. So, what they're showing me right now is that we can let go of those contracts. We don't have to stay in these contracts to help these people or for them to help us. We can let that go. And that's what's happening. It can happen with your permission. Say, yes, I'm done with these contracts, and the angels can help you release that very easily. It's happening anyway, but if you choose to intentionally let that go, it can happen a lot quicker and you can move on a lot faster. So because that's part of the reason why so many of us are still connected or trying to hold on to those relationships, because there's a sense of incomplete. Like I sat here to do something and I didn't fulfill it. So what they're saying is like, you don't need to anymore. We can dissolve those contracts so that you can move on to your highest and best self, to your highest and best life. And you let those other people make their decisions, and they can be guided to their highest best self and their highest and best life. It doesn't always include us, right? So that is very exciting. Okay, let me see if there's anything else here. Okay, intuition is heightened. I know you guys feel it. I get so many comments like, is this my intuition? Or, but you guys are really, really expanding. And what the angels are showing me is that if you want to expand it more, go out in nature. It's really, really hard to connect in, especially if it's not a strong muscle for you yet. It's really hard to connect in, even just inside your house. Even if it's quiet inside your house, there's still the 5G that's like going like this. There's still a lot of stuff that's happening in your house that can be distracting. But when you're out in nature and you're away from that, it just opens up to a whole new frequency for you to hear things. So, and just being out in nature, it helps ground your body, it helps center your energy, it helps cleanse all of the stuff that you're carrying around. and things that you can't do in your house because your house holds all that energy, or your apartment or wherever you're living, that holds a lot of energy. But when you go out in nature and you let go of the clutter that's in your energy field and in your mind, it makes you clear. And when you're clear, it's easier for you to hear things. Okay, so when you get your intuition, a lot of people think, well, it's going to be like a conversation that you're having, and sometimes it is, if that's how strong your muscle is. But sometimes it could just be an idea, or yeah, I got this idea, maybe I should go do this. Those are the small whisperings that you're getting. So listen to those, and follow through. See what happens. What have you got to lose, right? So they're just saying, you've got this. Your intuition is getting stronger and stronger every day. You don't need to strain or struggle. You don't have to meditate 20 minutes a day. You don't have to do that. Like they had to before, because the energy was so dense on the planet. But now the energy is a lot lighter, and light and information is coming through so much easier. So it's easier to connect with our higher selves. It's easier to connect with our intuition, and it's easier to hear it. But you have to be quiet enough and get out of the chaos of all the noise, so you can kind of like sift through what it is, right? So yeah, I'm seeing trees, mountains, water, the beach, any place. And if you're not around anything like that, just going outside and putting your feet on the ground, like grass or dirt or whatever, it can be incredibly healing for you. Okay, so those were the messages for today. I hope you enjoyed them. Once again, thank you so much for being a part of this channel. I love your comments. If there's anything that you want to ask the angels, please put them in the comments and I will answer them on the future video on Thursday. So thank you so much for being here. Many blessings.